Katata Tiago Bakali Badon 4-star safety rating. Nya Taka Tiago, Bachangan Galikawan Jongpi, Nya Taka Tiago, Nakabantaka Jinshangan Kalongi Jongpi, One Chaka Frank Motors Halat Korban Test Drive Menta.
The all-new Tiago. It's seriously fun.
Ka menteri ka bakmi ya katnat an ha Jylla ka Dr. Mezel Ampri Lengdo kala ong ba ka inline permit ne ka ILP Kadei ka kam jong ka Sorkar India ban na ka benda ban pentroi kam ne ka ILP don kam manyo ya ka jing menjur na ka Sorkar Pdeng habakali halo ka jingkren uba prestun che nong elam ka HYC ba ka kunhun menteri kan salai Delhi ban budin ya ka jingdawa ILP na ka leng ka Dr. Ramprin ka Bdeiru ka nong aiktin jong ka Sorkar MDA2 kalau orang bayar ni andang hab ban up ya ke jing pensngo jong menteri rangba obadon mata Delhi banyak keren ya ke ni kam haka juga por ke menteri kalau orang baka Sorkar kam Kwah ban pensateng sa ya ke ni kam bat ki paj ba kim day ban sngo baka Sorkar kala shu penja ya ke ni kam bat ki paj ba kan hab ban tep ya ke jing shisha bah ke senchar ar Sorkar ki don chibon ki kendon ki bahab ban bot.
I think we will allow the Honourable Chief Minister first to brief the Cabinet because we are unaware. Yes, we are reading reports of this everywhere. ILP is something which we have discussed again and again. There are legislative actions also taken. There are governmental actions also taken. The MRSSA was also passed. It was also amended, it was also accepted. I think that we need to have these parallel movements. I mean, let us not be too rigid. And if ILP is something which has been said would get done, then I don't think there's an alternative. But because it is a Government of India matter, you have to get consent from the Government of India. And they are the ones who are in authority to actually serve the agreement or the nod for the ILP to be implemented in the state of Meghalaya. We'll wait for the Honourable Chief Minister to brief us, and we definitely would like to see that these matters don't keep hanging fire. Public should not have the impression that we've put something on cold storage. Public should know for a fact that there are certain matters because of the federal structure of the state, of the country that we are all a part of. You have to conform to certain requirements and procedures. And
Language issue.
The language issue is again something which is we cannot imagine also that it has been left out of our purview. Of course not. We have been told that there are few steps that the government needs to take, and those steps are being taken. You need to ensure that you qualify on so many accounts. And I think it is an indigenous language, and Honourable Chief Minister himself, as you see, is already propagating that certain examinations should also start being done in our local languages. If you want that there will be no disparity of language is a very, very big deterring factor for aspiring students. And I would also agree with the Honourable Chief Minister. We can have a NEET, we can have a CUT in our own languages. I mean, if you're already having it in so many languages. So this is something which we will continue to fight for. And I think we are not the only state. Many other states also are waiting in line. So we will work on it, and we will keep highlighting this to the Government of India.
Hakabayde bakijing dawa ban itono ya kaktin kasi hapo ka kernet ka bapra jong ka riti senchar ka kongamprin ka laong baka don kami kijing trailang na marko makalong ya menta ki babun ki baypat ki Jylla ki blang up haulan banyo ya kijing ito ya kaktin ka jongki Hakabayde bakijing penpau jong ka Khasi Auto Society baka Sorkar kam chim kya satya ya ka kam menteri ka laong bakam ya ha ban keno baka Sorkar ka kalam chim kya Kalong shushu baga Khasi Auto Society kamla banle hi ne leje kren hi halogani ka phang Delhi penban ka Khasi Auto Society kalade ban ai ki jinge trailang bat ka Sorkar.
You see, don't want to comment on a comment of somebody who I would feel that it is unacceptable for anyone of repute to speak like that. And if you feel that it is such an easy cup of tea, and if you feel that if you should just go and then everything will be all right and we'll get recognition, I think a joint effort by all people is always stronger. Don't say that you've lost faith in your government so you'll handle it yourself. Because without your government also you cannot handle it. Instead, let us rephrase that approach and say, let us all jointly voice our opinions. Make our case very strong. But surely no authors association can bypass the government's authority. But an authors association can help make our case stronger. So jointly we can work on this. I mean, why must it be them versus us? This is a common agenda of the people. So we cannot also hijack agendas like this. Because you have to conform to procedure. I think they should be knowing by now that there are certain procedures. Because members of the Authors Association were also members of the drafting committee of the proposal sent to Delhi, the compilation of information. So it was never, you've never seen any government in the state of Meghalaya single-handedly do things. We need authors to help us. We need to find the data, we need to compile this data. The academicians are the best suited for all of that. And if there is any section of the community that can help us voice this and make it loud and strong, please join. But don't say that you've lost faith on any government, because if you've lost faith on the government you have elected, then it's very unfortunate.